Listen, boys and girls, I have a take. You can agree, you can disagree. I don't care. The Eastern Conference has caught up. It's caught up. I'm not gonna lie. The Eastern Conference has caught up in the NBA. The balance of power is now, or you could say it's a little like this for the Eastern Conference. But I will not allow anyone to come up here and tell me the Western Conference is 10 times better than the East. Now, by saying that, just because the champion of the NBA could be the OKC Thunder this year or next year, or the Denver Nuggets this year or next year, that does not make the West a better conference as a whole. Yes, they have the best team, but does that make them the better conference? No. And the key difference is the middle pack of the Eastern Conference compared to the Western Conference. Even though the middle pack won't beat the Western Conference, like the top of the Western Conference, as in like OKC, Denver, stuff like that. But it's more competitive. And we're seeing that right now in the Eastern Conference playing race. The Orlando Magic, the Miami Heat, the 76ers, the Atlanta Hawks, and the Hornets are literally duking it up, fighting right now. And you could throw Toronto in there because they're only a game up over Orlando and Miami, only half a game up the 76ers, only 2 games up the Hawks. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, y'all can't tell me the Eastern Conference doesn't fight. And then next year, they get Tyrese Halliburton back, Anthony Davis and Trae Young come for the Wizards with the already young core: Keyshawn George, Trey Johnson, Bilal Coulibaly, Alex Sarr. You listen. I have a list. As always. I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging. Teams I respect in the West and teams I respect in the East going into the offseason, going to next season. And this is all before free agency. This is all before the draft. It could be even more loaded and more like of a fight. Teams I respect. I have 12 names written down for the West, 12 names written down for East. Like I said, it's balanced. The East has caught up. The Spurs, the Rockets, the OKC, the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, the Lakers, the Warriors with a question mark because even though, I mean, as long as you have Steph Curry, you're competitive, but it's the Warriors. Like, Steph Curry doesn't play, the team's really bad. Jimmy Butler's going to be coming back around December, probably. Like, it's hard. The Clippers, as long as Kawhi's there, Kawhi could be. Now, Kawhi only has 1 year off of his deal after this. Kawhi could be traded. I know that's a big shocker. Kawhi could be traded. This is things people don't think about. Kawhi could get traded. But when you have Kawhi, Garland, Ty Lue's going to have a whole offseason to get Garland into this offense and bring ways just to let this young player shine. But they have young players like Benedict Mathurin and things of that nature. Johan Nico Hauser as a center, he has looked really good. I love what the 2 game pick and roll game could be with Garland. Of course, he's a rookie. Yeah, even next year, I don't think he'll be like starter. Like he's not gonna be on no Zubac level, like how the Clippers had with their previous center. But it'd be good. Oh yeah, the Pacers get Zubac. Oh my god. Anyways, the Blazers and Utah. That's 12 teams. I the 3 teams I'm missing out is the Pelicans. I just can't. As long as Dumar is there in their situation, it's hard for me to say, oh yeah, let's respect the Pelicans. The Memphis Grizzlies, they're gonna be training John Morant. John Morant could also go to East. He had a lot of Eastern Conference teams on his list. I'm just saying. And the Sacramento Kings, they're gonna continue to be bad. You can give them Darren Peterson, AJ, Cam Boozer. They're not going to make a leap. The Eastern Conference, the Pistons, they will stay good and competitive. They're all young. These are a lot of young teams on this list, by the way. The Pistons, the Celtics, the Cavs, the Knicks, the Magic, the Raptors, the Heat, the 76ers, the Hawks, the Hornets, the Pacers, and the Wizards. Let's talk about some of these middle of the pack teams that, like I said, that are fighting. Because right now, if you guys don't know, the Eastern Conference is very, very close. Like this middle of the pack is extremely close. I just watched the Atlanta Hawks 76ers game. Jalen Johnson, man, 35 points. I think he had 11 rebounds, 8 assists. If you watch the game, he did it all. In the half court, he found ways to attack the rim, get downhill, dunking on people. He was hitting the spot up threes really well. He's actually really good at spot up threes. I know I'm speaking about my Hawks, so I speak about them enough. So let's go on the other coin. We have Miami Heat. As long as Spo's there, they're going to find a way. Bam! 3-point shot is looking really good right now. They're getting Khalil Ware back into the lineup. But Khalil Ware has been doing a really good thing. Tyler Hero just showed his ass against the Charlotte Hornets, giving them 30 last night and stuff like that, or 35 of that nature. The Hornets, they've been extremely hot. I'm looking at Data Baller, and the Hornets have been a top team in net rating the last 30 days. They've been number one. Last 60 days, they're like top five. The last 60 days, 7 out of the top 11 teams were in the Eastern Conference in net rating for offense and defense, so combined, of course. That's extremely good. Like, really good. The 7 teams in net rating were the Charlotte Hornets, New York Knicks, Detroit, Boston, Cleveland, Miami, Atlanta. The NBA is very, very competitive, and people make it seem like the NBA isn't competitive, and it really mind boggles me to be like, oh, like, what are y'all talking about? Like, the NBA is in a very, 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 very good spot. And it's only getting better with like the potential talents that are coming by. And then it could get even better with the minute if the expansion draft happens and Anthony Edwards is still in Minnesota in the next 2 years, and Minnesota comes to the Eastern Conference. We're talking about a conference that has just young players on some of these young teams that are ascending every single year, only getting better. I didn't even name the Milwaukee Bucks in my teams I respect because Giannis might not be on the team. But if Giannis is on the team, and you know, I just made a rant about them as saying, oh, I don't know how good they can be. They're not that. I mean, they're bad. No, they're bad. But as long as you have Giannis on the team, they're going to be competitive every single night. Chicago Bulls, they stink. The Brooklyn Nets, they're probably still going to stink next year. You know that Jordy Fernandez is a great coach, and they might speed up that process just because of how good of a coach Jordy is. But they know it's a long term thing. And the Chicago Bulls, Guard University, oh yeah, they suck. Yeah, they suck. But they always find Chicago's not just an easy team to go out and smoke. Like Chicago every single year, even to the DeMar days, like they are the playing invitational kings as well. They don't make it. They don't usually make it to the playoffs, but they're in that motherfucker a lot, like a lot. So with that being said, like I think the NBA is in a really good spot. I think a lot of people always default and say the Western Conference is just a better conference, and I always be like, I, I feel like it's lazy. It's lazy. Like I feel like just because the Western Conference does have the best player in the league, the last like we're talking like the last 10 years, the best player in the league has been in the West. I mean, well, LeBron went to the West around 2018. So if you felt like LeBron, so the last 8 years, the best players has been in the Western Conference because if you felt like LeBron from 2018 to 2020 was still the best player, then we have Jokic reign. Maybe one year you could give it to Giannis, so maybe one year you could flip flop. After that, it's been Jokic and Shea. But the East is coming. The East is so coming. I think this year, just this year alone, the Eastern Conference has been better than the Western Conference. I think the Eastern Conference has been really, really good. We have a lot of young budding stars coming out the East, and I think they're going to only get better. They're only gonna get better. Tell me what y'all think down below. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me how y'all feel. I really, 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 really want to get a Kaminga video out. Like I really wanted to, but I didn't want to be like the other YouTubers and go off a 3 game sample size and be like NBA Twitter. You know, if you follow me on Twitter, I've been reacting pretty crazy to Kaminga. I want to get Kaminga video out, but I'm going to wait until Kaminga does more. The Jalen Johnson video is going to come out at some point this season. I want to get all the detail out. Jalen Johnson for all NBA. Let's go ahead and stamp that. Any other NBA topics I want to talk about? The shot of Jason Tatum coming back. I love it. I watched the full game. Quick thoughts about Tatum. I just love like he didn't force it. I mean, he shot 6 shots early, and it seemed like he was kind of forcing it, but it's every shot seemed like it was in the rhythm of the game. The passes to Kada, it felt like they've been working together for years. It felt like I was watching him and Rob Boyle again. Just Kada probably has a little bit better touch on the offensive end, and of course, Rob Wills is an amazing defensive player. But Tatum looked amazing. Other things, James Harden in the East with the Cavs. That's going to be very interesting. They've been fighting injury, but like Max Strus is coming back. The East is just, oh my, yeah. The NBA is fun. Playoffs is coming soon. I'm excited to talk about the playoffs. A lot more content will be coming out during the playoffs. A lot more breakdowns. During the off season, we're probably going to get down some player breakdowns of players I think that could blow up for next season and stuff like that. Like I was doing before the off season with like Keyshawn George and the year he was having. And during the preseason, I was like, oh yeah, no, he's gonna be the one, and he showed to me that he could be really good. So yeah, love you guys so much. Leave a like, leave a comment down below. I have a lot to edit out this video because I made a lot of mistakes and I fucked up in this video a lot. But I enjoyed talking to you guys. I enjoyed just rambling and ranting and saying my thoughts and opinions. Uh, Only thing I would say is follow the Twitter, comment to help the algorithm get my video out there. Like the video. Go to TikTok. I've been posting on TikTok now. It's gonna be content that's not gonna be exactly the same thing you can find on here. It's gonna be some things from the videos, but sometimes it's gonna be content without. Anyway, it's just 13 minutes now. Probably gonna get this video down to 12 off all the editing I have to do. Love y'all so much.